Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I guess it depends on what part of the world you're in. Thanks for being with me today. This is Jeff Boyle, and today I'm going to talk to you about some pretty exciting things on how to be able to integrate uh, these all these great things that we have that are coming out with ARIIX. We've got this launch of Jove, and realistically, what I've been teaching, and if you look at some of my past trainings on rxplus.com, you're going to see that I've been talking about integrating and having a singular message, and realistically how it is that we can attract more and more people. Today, I talked to you about some advanced training. And before I get into the super advanced things in the future, I want you to understand that advanced training is integrated training. I'm sorry, integrated marketing. And integrated marketing is simple messages. So sometimes it's not easy to do simple things, but I want to show you what I've been working on to be able to make it easier for you. Or if you're not a tech wizard or anything crazy like that, I want you to see that all of these things are possible to do very simply with these tools that we've been creating to be able to make your life easier. I am going after the anti-aging and transformation crowd, really helping people see that they can create a new you. And today I'm going to show you a presentation that I've been working on. I just like the rest of you sponsor new people, and it's really helpful for me to sponsor new people because I get to see what their problems are, what their questions are, where I screw up as an upline, what I can do better. And it's really been helpful. But I'll also tell you that in this new year, I have got things lined up that are absolutely enormous for my income in the future. And using these tools and showing these large organizations, and with any luck, I will have, as you hear my kids screaming in the background, and I apologize for that, but that I have learned to love it, by the way. And first I used to get embarrassed by it, but now I just love it. I have learned to work from home, giving up my large office with my employees, and I work at home, and I have a 3-year-old that regularly interrupts about everything that I do. But I want you guys to know that that's really was part of my dream. And even when I got it, at first it was a little bit hard to adjust to it. And now it truly signifies a 43-year-old, almost 44-year-old guy that's been able to stop, not practice law and stop doing the 9 to 5 grind. And now I really have the ability to own my schedule. And I guess that means a 3-year-old owning me sometimes, but I love it, and hopefully you can forgive me if you hear him, and sometimes even pops in and unlocks my door and pops into the to my calls. But I want you guys to know that we have amazing things going on, and using these tools that I'm showing you, I've been able to attract groups that I should be bringing into 2016 into our company, that the number in the thousands of reps. And it's such an honor for me to see how people are reacting to these things that we're doing, and to see my hard work and my dedication to these starting to pay off for me financially, but more importantly, for you to know that this can happen for you, and this can change your life, and this can change your income. And I love sharing this with you guys, and I love the comments that you guys send back, that it's meaningful and helpful to you. So let me show you a couple things on how I integrate these different tools that I've been teaching. And if you're new, um, that's okay. Let me show you how I typically start these calls, and then I'm going to get into some of these advanced features. I always start off the same, because you have to teach over and over and over again the basics. And you guys are seeing my main screen there. Let me pull up and go to the secondary screen there. The realistically, you have to understand the basics before you can truly start to advance and get some of the better things in the future of this advanced marketing. And I am constantly teaching the art of connection using the income system. Please understand that I know that people sometimes are reluctant to put any money into this or put any money into that. Let me tell you, this stuff saves me so much time. Last night I was at a Christmas party for my church, and some gal asked me, "Man, how's your face thing going? And I've seen you on Instagram." And I pulled out my phone and I pulled out this texting app that I created, and I said, "Well, just type your text in right here, and or your cell phone number in here, and it'll send it." She goes, "Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I was in X company, and I kept saying we needed something like this." And guys, I don't have to carry cards. I don't have to worry about the different things. And it's really these things I create first for me to improve my life. And then truly, I hope you see that I share them with you so you can take advantage of them as well. But let me just quickly go through what I recommend that you understand when we're using these different tools. Referral marketing is still the best. Your personal contacts and the reason why the income system works so well, the ability just to add your friends and family to these new campaigns that we've created is really important because your contacts, your personal contacts, are more important than any other type of advertising. Newspaper ads, magazine ads, TV ads, editorial, customer reviews, branded sites are all important, but none of them work as well as you talking to a friend or family. And the secret to fast and sustainable growth, of course, I'm going to talk about some of these advanced things that you can do. But the secret to fast growth is duplication. And some of the advanced things people cannot do. All these sites and things that I've created and the money I've spent on it, a normal regular rep can't do it. It's taken me years to get to the point to be able to understand and do these. So you'll see even today, this advanced training is more teaching you to take advantage of the things that are duplicatable and how you can do them very quickly. So ask yourself, are the new reps joining your company and an RX, do they know within 7 days what good performance and achievement levels are? I even know with the people that I enroll, as hard as I try to get with them, as patient as I try to be, I can mess up. And it's so important to understand. That's why I do these calls, is to be able to make sure that these basic trainings and what advanced, what good performance is. I think good performance is contacting 100 people in 30 days. That's what we should be teaching every single new rep. And do these leaders, are you as leaders teaching this to your people? Are you doing it with substantially similar message about the comp plan and products, and do you do so with excellence and consistency? I try to do these calls wherever I'm at. I will not be able to do it next week. I'll be out of the country, and then Christmas is upon us. But I want you to know that I try to do these regularly, and I am looking forward to having people become real experts and rise the ranks of the within the company so they can start to help me put these on so they are happening every week. But understand that within network marketing, duplication is rare. Lack of confidence is huge. And most people will get no guidance from their sponsor. And 90 to 95% of your reps are failing to take action. The biggest question that you're going to have is knowing when to strongly encourage person and when to hug them. And it's difficult to know, even after many years of me doing this. What you need to know is people want to perform. Sometimes they just don't know what to do, how to do it, or why they should do it, and they feel that there's obstacles beyond their control. They really feel that, guys. And as long as I've been doing this, I still have to remember it. I still have to remember what it's like for that brand new person. And what you guys need to understand is still the challenges that I go through are exactly the same that you do. I still get the rejection. My dear wife did a presentation this week, and it was her first presentation that she had done within network marketing in years. When we first got married almost 18 years ago, we were in Amway, and she did a couple presentations and didn't enjoy it very much. And almost 18 years later, she did another presentation, and she had a very rude person on the phone that was was not very good to her, and she was almost in tears about it. And I had to talk to her and say, Ange, that's how we get better. This is how we do it. We push through this. This is what I go through every day. And what you need to understand, guys, is that what I try to do is remove obstacles, but unless you are willing to connect with 100 people in 30 days, and the income system will help you do that, unless you are willing to do that, you will not succeed at a big level with RX. You simply will not. You will not succeed with RX at a big level. You have to make the decision that you're going to contact 100 people in 30 days and you are teaching people how to use this system, this income system or this texting app to contact 5 people every day. You want to make a lot of money? You need to get your people contacting 5 people every day. And I've given this presentation, so I'll just skip to the part where I tell you how to do it. To do this, what you have to do is on let me get there real quick. On Monday, load 5 people into the system. Choose the category for each person, whether that's the opportunity email, which now has all kinds of things about Jove in there and looking younger, or it's just the Jove one. It depends on what you want to do. We have them for almost every category. And then you call and text the person. I believe it's so important that if you put someone in the system, that you be willing to call them and just tell them you sent them something. It's so important. The system, the income system, will tell you if they watched the video or not. There's real power in that. Guys, I was on the phone yesterday with a lady from Texas, and the call took 2 hours. It was so wonderful. And I was using the texting app while I was talking to her. She goes, well, tell me about this. And I said, well, rather than me tell you, here, what's your phone number? And I sent it to you. I'll send you a video. She watched it and she goes, I'm out of my mind with this Jove thing. She says, I'm out of my mind. And she goes, how do I order it? And I said, well, they'll start to ship it pretty soon, but I just made a big order. So I may have some, I may be able to sell you directly. And she goes, what's a big order? And I said, I ordered about $2,000. She goes, $2,000? That's nothing. She said, you should have ordered $40,000 because this stuff is going to go. The people are going to love this. And I said, well, I was capped out of what I could order with what they would limit us to do. And she goes, well, when it's available, you need to have tons of samples. I've done network marketing and you need to have more than that, Jeff. And I thought, wow, that's a good prospect. And she was just out of her mind. And the whole time I was just using the income system and the texting app to be able to send this information to her. Guys, this stuff works, but you have to be willing to call them. Day 2 through 5, it's the same thing. Load 5 people in there, call them, follow up. And then on Saturdays, you need to follow up. Guys, you want to see if people will enroll in your system, buy a product, or tell you no. That's what you're trying to get. Very rarely do I even, after doing network marketing for years, do I get the kind of contact that we had on the phone yesterday. Those are blessings that occur after getting your having your face handed to you on a platter from the people who just aren't interested. But understand, guys, it is repetitious and it is how you duplicate. It is the same day in and day out. And I have to remember that that's how I do it. The way that I optimized my first 2 legs is I spent 6 months doing what I'm showing you. And I had forgotten how long I had been on the phone until one of my employees who had taken another job when I moved to Las Vegas said, Jeff, how you doing? I said, just awesome. And she goes, well, good for you, because I remember you sitting in there for 2 hours a day making phone calls. I'm like, wow, I did. I didn't realize how much I had done with that. Guys, you want to make a lot of money, you be consistent. You can't do this 8 hours a day. You really can't. But if you're willing to put an hour to 2 hours into this and you're consistent with it for 6 months, I think you'd be shocked what would happen. And as I've come back after I took a contract that wouldn't allow me to build RX for a period, I've come back and for the last 6 months, I have every day been doing what I'm showing you. And I'm about to be rewarded with some enormous, enormous groups coming in. And it is such an honor to do it. And I have got new reps that I'm starting that I'm helping drive depth under. And I just want you guys to know that what I'm showing you works. And it's something that will change my life and something that will change my income. And right on cue, the 3-year-old has come in. So forgive me 1 second, and let me see if I can get a teenager to help me out. I truly apologize. 1 second. I apologize, guys. He was pretty quiet this time. He's not always that quiet, but I figured at any time he would throw down the shelf or do something crazy. But guys, uh, I used to be. uh, uh, I turned it off for just a second, guys. Those of you said you couldn't hear anything, I muted it so I could yell downstairs and get the teenager to help grab him because my wife's off doing some Christmas shopping. But thank you for the messages. We should all have opportunities to have a 3-year-old. Thanks, James. Kitty, I've got should have the volume back on. But guys, let me show you how I am integrating this because I've had a lot of people asking, what do I say? How do I say it? What do I do? What do I need to say? Well, if this is a presentation that interests you, it's something that I've been working on and I will be using it. Whether you decide to use it or not is up to you. I need to perfect it and I need to get it approved before I could share it with anybody within ARIIX, but I'll show you how I'm going to do it, and I'm going to show you how I'm integrating the texting app and my income system together. How I'm doing them while I'm on the phone, how I'm using the texting app wherever I'm at, how I'm using the income systems if you're out of the country, how I'm using the income system app wherever I'm at. And guys, they are different, and you can go to rxplus.com. And right now, the texting app is just for the United States, but the mobile app within the income system works all across the world. But I have this great new group that's coming in that talks about a new you, and I started going back through a lot of my videos that I had written and ARIIX is using, and I had used new you in different places, and I really loved it. And when you add the unleash that we use within ARIIX, it really started to make sense for me. And the winning the war on premature aging, obesity, and disease is something that is compelling to people as I've talked to them about it. And I'll tell you guys, we have a world class uh, uh, anti-aging, obesity, and disease program within ARIIX. We do. It is world class. And I even loved, I got this bottom part from this gal in Texas the other day. Unleash the new you inside and out and put money in your bank account. And it may sound trite to you or contrived. I loved it. Absolutely loved it because I'm telling people right off the bat what I'm here to do is I am here to help them fight aging, help with this obesity epidemic that is causing the disease. And it is a passion about, is something I'm passionate about, and it fit very much within to what I'm doing. And right off the bat, I'm telling people, you can look younger in 90 to 120 seconds, 100% money back guarantee. And one of the things that as I've gone about, and all these pictures are available within ARIIX, this happened at the ARIIX launch, and this lady had such an amazing transformation. I'm not sure if you've seen this one, but you look at how it just transformed just in 2 minutes, 90 seconds, what this did for her. Just amazing, guys. What we have is just amazing. So I start the presentation off, and I want them to see it. You can see as I start it, I'm going to show you today how you can look younger almost instantly, and those 20-year-olds, how you can maintain that youth longer. I'm going to show you that this works with men, women, it works with different sexes, ages, nationalities. It truly works. But what I'm also going to show you is I'm going to show you how to transform your body. And this passion, this mission we have to combat aging and obesity, I'm going to show you that we have people that are losing enormous amounts of weight just by implementing this very simple process that we're going to teach you. So simple. But before I start getting into that, I think you need to understand that most of what we are asked to believe about aging and weight loss is a lie. It is a 100% lie. And the big food companies have given us these. Well, let me show you. Realistically, you need to know it's not your fault. It really isn't your fault. And some people have always said it's due to overeating and slothfulness. Well, the fact is because babies are coming out a half pound heavier and 6-month-olds are starting to become obese. Obese. We know that it is not the baby's fault. Babies do not exercise. The fact of the matter is they don't. So what is happening? What is happening? And what we have been told about anti-aging and weight loss is simply false. And this is what it comes down to, guys. A calorie is not a calorie. The food industry wants us to believe that all calories are the same. They're not. A calorie of cheesecake is not the same as a calorie of a carrot. Absolutely, positively not. And check this out. Of the 600,000 food items in the American grocery store, 80% have been spiked with added sugar. Spiked. Fructose is in everything now. It's in ketchup, it's in bread, it's in mustard, for crying out loud. And the industry uses 56 other names for sugar on the label, so we don't understand it. Guys, with 80% of our food now being spiked with sugar, that's why I will say to you, a calorie is not a calorie, and it is not your fault if you are struggling to control your weight. It's not. After today, you will have a better understanding, and I hope that you look into it. But here's the problem too, not just with the obesity, but and I love this picture that my guys created for me, is that too much sugar is causing not just brown spots. Processed foods spiked with sugar are causing obesity and disease. They're also causing wrinkles and browning of the skin and arteries through a process called glycation. Just like a turkey roasts in the oven because of the sugars in the meat and because of what we put on it, we are getting brown spots on our face, on our hands, and it's happening inside of our body as well. It is absolutely documented, and take a look at glycation if you don't believe me, and you will see that we are cooking ourselves with all the sugar in our system. It's making us look older faster, and it absolutely has a potential for major disease. And so here's the scary part. This is a guy that I've just been passionately listening to. Metabolic diseases are not exclusive to obese people. Here's the problem. There's skinny fat people. Fat on the organs of a skinny person can result in disease, the same as the obese. Liver fat is a major risk factor for diabetes. Just because you can't see the fat doesn't mean it isn't there. Visceral or abdominal fat is a formula for disease. And here's the thing. This is documented. There are more unhealthy skinny people than there are unhealthy fat or obese people. That's crazy. It's crazy. This visceral fat that's inside of us, that's cooking us, that's causing wrinkles, that's causing the brown spots, is causing metabolic diseases as well. Diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, blood fat disease, non-alcoholic fat liver disease. Sugar is doing the same thing to us that alcohol is doing to us. It's causing kidney disease, ovarian disease, cancer, Alzheimer's, and more. Here is what you have to understand. Is if you go on the current track that you're going, and you've got a choice. You've got a choice today to pay for better foods and nutrients now to maintain your health, or pay for it in medical bills in your life later. It's absolutely, positively something you're going to need to make the decision to get away from this fast food, to get away from these sugary foods, and to be able to really save your life for later on. And guys, I hope you understand, and now I'm explaining a little bit. Fiber has been removed from our food and replaced with salt and sugar, and it is absolutely baking us. And I'm going to invite you guys to join this class. I've been listening to the people that I've been working with. I want to get better, and this cause, this new group that I've been working with, this new you cause. They had a really simplistic 3 proven steps to looking and feeling younger, and I loved it. I can't say their name right now, but absolutely in love with what this guy was saying. And so I typed some of it down, and I implemented so much of what we have learned from Deanna Lotson. So let me show you this. Introducing the world's most comprehensive anti-aging and body transformation program on the planet. Absolutely. When you see how this makes sense on just a simple 3-step process, I hope that it's something that you want to be a part of. And guys, I loaded all of the ARIIX products into this. I truly recommend that you focus on just a couple. Shorten your presentation and focus on just a couple. First step, detoxify, clean the body from the inside out. We're polluted with chemicals and toxins. And before you put new things in, let's get you clean. Let's make sure the toxins are removed, these horrible things that are causing all these problems. Let's get them out. One of the best things that you can do is we have a wonderful product called ARIIX, and it will remove the free radicals from your body. It will help immune function, and it helps absolutely restore the natural balance and vitality. The next thing, start to eat healthy and delicious foods. Guys, there are such good foods out there. And all this sugar, when it's put into natural things like fruit, like vegetables, you will see that the fiber, and if you the more study that you read on it, you can still eat delicious, healthy, good foods. And if you would like to get a free cookbook, I recommend, and you can do this today, guys. I put it in there as an example. Type new you to 63975. New you to 63975. Check it out. That is the texting app that I've created, and I'll show you how I've done it. And it's something that you can create for you as well. And it's completely customizable for you to put whatever you want in there. It's absolutely a rocking thing. And when you go there, you guys will see, let me show you really, oh, I'll show you at the end, but you'll see that you have the ability to put whatever URLs you want in there to be able to create a drip system to people's text campaigns, and that is for the United States for now. I've got one that for you Canadians, if I can activate if you tell me. But this texting app that you can go to ARIIX Plus, you'll see it is awesome. Type it in right there. Just type in new you to 63975. It then takes them to a link to my ARIIX income system where they can ask for the free rapid weight fat loss, and that is in your system, guys, right now. Those of you that have the ARIIX income system, this simple fat loss with delicious meals, Deanna approved, they're in there, and it's a really cool thing to be able to do it, and also to be able to build up your group of people. So this is what I'm going to encourage you to do, is to take a look at this and implement some of these things. This page right here implements both the income system and my texting app because it really gives me some flexibility to be able to do it. Next thing is that to detoxify, we have two products called Slenderize and Accelerate that help energize you, stabilize your mood, help with nausea that can happen when you're detoxifying yourself. And it also helps for those who are trying to transform your body. It results in weight loss at 2x the rate of just a calorie reduction program alone. So we're not just talking calorie reductions, guys. What we're talking about is calorie replacement. Instead of eating something with no minerals, we're teaching people to eat the calories, but just replace with delicious natural products, and you'll see that you will start to crave them the way that you used to crave some of these bad things. And also to detoxify, you need clean air and water, and we have a complete system to be able to do that, to be able to drink the right water, to be able to breathe the right air, and to be able to know that your family has these things as well. Step 2, strengthen and repair. After detox, we need to strengthen our body. We need to be able to help with the inflammation by powering the body so it can heal itself. We got here by eating poison foods, sugar foods. The way we get out is by feeding ourselves proper nutrients and continuing clean habits. We believe in something called first step therapy. We have a comprehensive array of vitamins and minerals and nutrients that will help you have better skin, lung function. The body will do that by itself, but it has to have the power. It needs to have the fuel. The body wants to be healthy. You just need to give it the fuel, and we have a comprehensive plan to be able to power you back up. I put this in here where you can talk about this as well, and the different things that you can do to combat the different toxins that are in there. You can use that. I do recommend that you do not go overboard with all of what you're talking. You have to decide and pick your battles on what you want to be able to show. But this is something that I'm going to focus on tremendously, just because of Jove is absolutely exciting to everybody I show it to, and it works so well when I couple it with this nutrition plan and this ability to help them reshape their body. So we give them the instant now, and so like I say, you pick the things that are important to you, and that's what you focus on, and this to me is just super powerful. And in here, I'm showing people how it's instantly creating how it's helping them with their dark spots. And you can see that this is just an accumulation of all the things that you guys already have, but it is so powerful to be able to use these because they absolutely show people that the product works. And I've embedded videos in here if you want to show people the videos, but I would encourage you when you're talking to people that you're careful on how many videos you use. What's great about these ones, you can click on them and it'll take you to it'll just take you to the YouTube page. And the thing is that these let me turn the volume on. These are so powerful because there's no photoshopping to them. There's no, well, you don't Photoshop videos, but it just shows how they work. And this video of Terry is one that I use over and over. And when we recorded it, he was so still, and it's just so powerful, guys. That's why I recommend using more and more of these types of tools with it. Let me turn it back on here. All right. So I put Woodson's video in there as well. And guys, these work. And this lady, when I was showing her basically this presentation, she goes, I am out of my mind, Jeff. I'm just out of my mind. I've seen competitors' products, but I've never seen such a complete presentation of me fixing my children. That's how she said it, is helping my children and helping my husband. And she said, I'm going to make a huge order. And I'm like, wow, she inspired me actually. So guys, here's another thing that you can see that I've implemented right here. Type young to 63975. You can do it yourself. And that's how I've integrated if to be able to watch the different Jove videos, to be able to watch our different products. And in there, it also sends them a link where they can go to the Jove funnel page where they can request a free sample. And let me talk to you about these free samples. People have asked if the ARIIX is going to provide the free samples. No, that's up to you. You need to decide how you want to do it. I recommend that you buy as many of these samples as you can. And if they live close, I would hand deliver it to them and I would put it on the side of their face, just one side. Learn how to apply it by putting it on your own face or someone who trusts you. You must moisturize the person's face to get the maximum effect. I've been doing a lot of these videos and practicing. I can't wait till my product actually comes because the person's face needs to be moisturized, by the way, with this dark spot and brightening cream first, let it dry, and then you put the tightener on and it works like magic. But guys, when you're giving away the free samples, I would recommend you take it to them, show it to them, put it on their face, take a before picture and then an after picture in the same light, same distance so they can see it, and put it back to back. You'll be shocked what they do. Always take a picture with your phone. And one of the things that you'll see, people react like crazy. And as you learn to do this so you can get better and better at it, make sure you're moisturizing, because if not, it's almost it just doesn't have the same effect. It'll pull in a different way. But if you want to see how I'm going to use the short codes, just type young to 63975 if you're in the United States. And you'll see how I use the income system, how it'll give them a link to the income system, but it enables me to easily do it. Or if I want to, I can just put them right into my app and send it on to them. But one of the things when I call advanced integrating. You guys can see how I'm integrating all of these different things and how I'm easily spreading the message so I'm not having to type emails to everybody. I can just put their name in the system and it automatically does it for them. Step 3 of the new you is the big change. We're going to give you ongoing education. We want to help you create homeostasis within your body to balance the blood sugars and take you off the sugar roller coaster, and ongoing programs and products intended to help you curb and eliminate the cravings for sugar and high glycemic carbs. Guys, we are changing people's lives. We're not just giving them a wrinkle remover. We are giving them instant gratification with that, but we are changing lives. 47 pounds in 1 year, and this gal didn't have that much to lose, and you just look how the confidence it gave her. Watch that video of Kim. Share it with people. It's absolutely amazing. Andrew, this was such an amazing thing to film this of Andrew, to see this transformation this guy made. And then there's athletes that are using this too. Casey Shine. Casey Shine lost 6 pounds, or gained 6 pounds of muscle, but lost body fat. We have Elaine, who is a fitness competitor, that she was able to use this to go from fit to ripped. Guys, we are changing lives. We're not just helping people remove their wrinkles. We are transforming them. We're giving them long-term solutions, and it's just absolutely powerful. Guys, the last part that I talk about is there's coaching, and this is something I've put in there. Most people are not unsuccessful because of a lack of effort. They're unsuccessful because they don't have products people really want and the tools to market them until now. Until now. Guys, we've got an automated system. It's a copy and paste way to be able to do it. We have a texting app that can send people the information easily, and we have products that change lives. Change lives, guys. And I can see there's a bunch of questions already, and I'll answer them at the end. But guys, this to me is how I'm putting together a complete presentation. And if you think that this is something you want to know, you want to use, let me know. But you're seeing how I'm integrating all these different things to give people the confidence to be able to share this with other people, to live a toxic-free life, to look younger, to feel younger, and to actually live a more healthy life. Join our cause, guys. Join our cause. We have a compensation plan that is the best compensation plan. And by the way, this links to the Power of 4 video. And you can show that to people if you would like. I would focus very little on all the complexities of the compensation plan, and I would focus more on getting 4 people so they can get their money back. And if you do the math on the Jove now, you realize if you sell 3 retail packs, and if you have the right frame of mind, by the way, the right frame of mind, and understand that this has real value and you're in this to make money, if you sell 3 Jove packs at retail cost, you get all of your money back for auto ship plus $80. You've heard other companies say 3 and it's free. Well, forget 3 and it's free. Sell 3 and you get your product paid for and $80. Guys, that to me is exciting. Focus on the simplicity. I learned so much from my people. I talked to this gal this week, and she said to me, she said, Jeff, I work with all of these mothers, and they want to make $400 or $500 a month. 400 or 500. That's what the majority of the people see when they look at this. Forget about the 6 figures. Forget about these things. Show them with how easily within the compensation plan it is to make a couple $100 to $500. The power of 4. That's why we made that video. If you click on this, it'll take you to it. With over $178 billion in annual sales. You guys have all seen that video. But if you haven't seen it, you're kind of making a mistake. But watch the video, understand the simplicity of the comp plan, and focus on the simplicity. And then you see here I've loaded some of the member packs, and these are things that you guys already have. I really only try to focus people on 3 different things. I will probably load into this presentation, Jove plus some of the other product packs in there. But I focus because there's so many packs and confusion. If a prospect's confused, they'll say no. They will tell you no. Remember to focus just on the member pack with 2 legs and the 2X, the business member, 3 legs and a lot of product, the elite pack with even more product and 4 legs. Guys, we have something special. You can see how I'm integrating these different things. Nothing ever takes away from the fact that this is a people business. It's a people business. And what it comes down to is that if you get away from the fact that this has to be something you're passionate about and you try to do it all with the technologies that I've been creating, I think you're making a mistake. The technologies are to ease your process of implementation. Now, before I start taking questions, a whole bunch of questions are coming in. Let me show you guys how it is that this texting app, how simple it is to create campaigns like what I was showing you. This is the back office of the texting app to be able to create your own short codes. When you say type this to that number, that's what it does. So those of you who would have done that, if you would have typed new you to 63975, you would have gotten this message first. You can see how it looks over here, and then you would have gotten that message second. I just basically did that to show you how it works. You can get on there and you can create your own short codes with it. But one of the things that you'll see right here, all I've done is I've done a short. Right here, I can click it and it does a shorten the URL. This goes to my ARIIX income system. I want to use a texting app to get them into my income system because the income system tells me what they're doing. I want to be able to do that. So it is so simple. You just have to type in the keyword, what you want there. I do have some short codes for Canada. I just need to know if people in Canada are going to be using them. And this is a powerful, powerful tool. This is not in the basic one. This is in the more advanced one, but this is more advanced training. The basic one comes with this, which is just the app that I use all the time now. When I'm on calls with people, they'll ask me, Jeff, do you have a video on this? Yeah, give me your cell phone number. Boom, boom, boom. I type it in and it sends them the either product information or opportunity information while I'm talking to them. And then I get them into this system. But guys, the income system is my goal, to take the texting app to get them to the income system, because I can track them in the income system. I can see what they're doing. I can truly see what they're doing. And what's important about that, guys, is that, let me go right here. I want to see if they're watching the video. I want to see if they're opening my emails. I want to see what they're doing. And that is so important. What's cool about this too, you can see right here under the keyword, I can click on that and it opens up the QR code. Those of you who have a QR reader, you could take this and put it on the back of your business card now. And people can hit this QR code and it sends them automatically this information. It is so sweet, guys. It is so simple. It's so simple. You just have to be willing to send it out. I'm going to spend the next training I'm going to do is I'm going to walk through the step by step, and I'll take questions in just a few minutes. But I'll walk through the step-by-step process of doing that. Both of these things, you can go to rxplus.com. And I had somebody ask me, say, Jeff, some people can't afford those things. I said, then don't buy them. But get on them, and if you do get on them, take the information from them or subscribe to them. I just gave you how to subscribe to me. Take the information and put it in your Gmail, and then you just text it manually. I do this because it stores information. I have these systems because it facilitates ease of use for me. My investment into this is significantly higher than the rest of yours because I'm hosting all of it, and this is not a profitable venture, I'm telling you. But it is making it so I'm about to enroll some killer groups. It makes me look like an authority when I can show them these systems, these automated systems that I have. You go to ARIIX Plus, click here to go to the income system, here to go to the texting app. The texting app is simple, easy to use, and I'm pushing them when I use my keyword short codes. A short code is simply a number when you text something right here. So if you text new you to 63975, you'll see that it'll populate in the United States. Guys, it works. It's simple. It integrates the two together, and it absolutely gives me the flexibility to be able to do amazing things for people quickly without worrying if I'm going to remember it, because I can do it right there in the moment. On my prospecting calls, I've got my headset on and they'll ask me questions. Like, rather than me answering their questions, I said, let me show you a video. That's duplicatable. That is so duplicatable. I don't have to have every answer, and even though I may, I walked my wife through this after she got beat up by a prospect. I said, next time you have somebody question our products, well, send them right here in our system. Let's let Deanna do it. So I say right here, put their number in to the product section, and I say, take a look at this video called No Compromise on this site that you're going to receive. You want to see answers to your questions about product quality? No Compromise. Guys, go to these sites and see that these videos know how to answer questions with videos. They'll answer them for you. And even if you're an expert, you'll see that it'll give you more credibility and more future to be able to just send them the answer, because that is something that people believe that they can do. So basically speaking, that I've gone through the short codes. I've gone through how it is that I use this when I'm with somebody. I've done a lot of different trainings on the income system. I'm going to take questions today, because the next training I want to do, if you feel if it's useful, is I will integrate each of these things for you. But a lot of people don't have some of these systems, so I wanted to show you the power of using the texting app with the income system. And the foreign countries, I do have abilities to do some of these things. I just need to make sure that you understand that all of my kids' college money and Christmas money is not being spent on people promising me they'll bring a couple people, because after more than $10,000 put into all this stuff, I need to make sure that they're being properly utilized. And if you live in the United States, I'm telling you, and you're not using some of these things, and you're not using the income system, and you just don't have the money to do it, well, cut out soda, guys. This is making my life easier. Cut out too much of this the crap you're putting into your body. I never recommend putting yourself into financial hardship, but I'd take a good look at direct TV bill, dish bill, cable one bill. I'd take a look at some of these things and just decide what's more important. Uh, and you'll see that when you truly look at what you're spending on, these things are a bargain, especially compared to the $10,000 I've put into them. I believe in them. I will say it unabashedly that this is going to change the people's businesses who start to implement them. It will change your ability to simplify and train people. And you guys can see who try to get a hold of me. I am available and I do help. And if you look, right here is my personal number. Boom. 208-856-0560. And I respond. Eventually, I may need to rethink that, but what it comes down to, guys, is I want us to get better. I want us to have an integrated system, and I want us to start being proud of this transformation and really right here, unleash the new you inside and out and put money in your bank account. Guys, the stuff works. It's not overly complicated. Dive dive into it. Invest the $8.95 into the basic one if you're afraid of it. The text codes requires the bigger package on the texting app, but understand that the reason why some people may ask me, well, how did you make 25, $250,000 a year so consistently with ARIIX? Well, for 6 months, I used tools, and I was doing 5 contacts minimum a day. Minimum. The texting app is not expensive. It you've got a $8.95 app, you've got a 19, and these pro plans are the ones that will give you the ability to do the short codes. The short codes. That's what I was showing you when you text new you to this number. The income system is $14.95 to track what people are doing. And I'm not here to take money from your wallet. I'm here to tell you, guys, this is making a major impact in the kind of people I'm prospecting. Major impact. When they see, I had this guy say, this is a dream come true. I've been trying to get my company to do this kind of stuff for me forever. Those of you who have been trying to get ARIIX to do this stuff, well, maybe no one was stupid enough to invest their own money into it the way I was, but I wanted this stuff and I use it. And I can tell you that it is going to make, I can already tell you from these groups I've got coming in, a major impact into how much money I'm making. I'm not a big guy on rank. I care much less about rank and much more about how much money I can put away for my kids' college and for my church missions. That's much more important to me than rank. And I am making money, guys. And I make money because I do simple things that are easy for me to do on the spot and in the minute. Eventually, you guys will see me hit some pretty good ranks, and those are coming. But I sure as heck like money more than the rank, and the money is what pays for so many different things. So, guys, that's what it is. I'll start to go through your questions now. Understand when I am back in the country again, I'll do another one, and I'll go through step-by-step implementation. And but more people will need to be on some of these different things to be able to see how to do it. So I'll judge what I do based upon different things with it. So let me go with this, Ronnie. Is there a way for a non-member of the ARIIX income system to access the recorded presentation of today and past trainings? Yeah, that's simple, Ronnie. Right here, just go right here, and you can see that I've got all the tradings right here. Just go to ARIIX trading, and it'll just take you to the last 3 that I've done, and then I'll put today's next week on there. Okay. And Bonnie asks, please, oh please, can I have this PowerPoint? I love it. It is. I don't know what that means. Rain's period me. Yes, Bonnie, if this is something that you guys like, why don't you guys, the other people who are on here, why don't you type? If there's enough different people, I'll go through the process of seeing if I can get it approved for other people to use. I'd have to do that through Tyler, who's the company attorney. Inspiring. Thank you. Kitty says, thank you again. To have see you soon. Thank you, Kitty. All right. How can we tap into this in Canada? Bonnie, you can tap into this in Canada. First of all, the income system absolutely works everywhere. That is the ARIIX income system. And the short codes, before I spend more money on it, I just need to know that there's going to be more people to do it, because it costs me every time I turn these things on. Every time I turn it on, it costs me more and more money. And I am enjoying the money that I'm making, I will tell you, but it's also the kind of thing that I'm not just going to foolishly throw it away. I just need to know that there's going to be more people using it. So you guys can see right here in Canada, I have the ability. Actually, that's a dang good QR code, 555444. That's a good one. But before I turn that on, I need to make sure that there's going to be people do it, because it's going to cost me money. So that's how you do it, Bonnie. Talk to Stefan, who's probably your upline, and have that guy give me a call, because I want to help you guys do this. I really do want to help more and more people do it. And if there's more people in Canada, then absolutely I'll be happy to help with it. Okay. So Bonnie wrote the 6. Okay. Yeah, that one for Canada is awesome. That's a good one. Have your upline give me a call. Let's get some people on it. Okay. How do we request the presentation is awesome, Kathy writes. Thank you, Kathy. If enough of you guys tell me that you like it, like I say, I'll go through and see if we can do it. With the texting app, can we send the brilliant compensation video, Alan Deal? Alan, no, you can't. But what you would be able to do is you'd be able to set up a QR or a short code like this. And then what you do is that you just go into your income system, go to Sales Tools. You wouldn't be able to do it directly, but I'll show you how it is that you do it. You go to Manage My Site, and right here you go to Brilliant Wealth System. And right here is your website that will have Tim Sales videos on it. So all you need to do is you just copy that number right into it, and then you would be able to set it up just like I did right here. So you'd be able to send out a text and type in text "get rich today" to XXX, the number, and you would be able to send it right out. So yes, you can. That's how I'm integrating that, and that's why you would need that campaign to be able to do it. Okay, hopefully that helps. When are you going to add the autoresponder series for Purity? Gordon writes. Doing the best I can, Gordon. You can add it at any time you want to. And adding a campaign, let me show you how you add a campaign. So you go to Sales Tools, and we do have, if you go into Sales Tools, you go to the Video Manager, you'll see that we do have in here Purity. You can see we have Purity right there. And I'm going to show you an advanced feature how you do this. So this is part of what I want to know what you guys wanted to know. So you can see we have the Purity Water Systems video right there, okay? So what you could do, you go to Sales Tools, Autoresponder Emails. I need to get rid of a couple of those in there. They were in everybody else's. And then what you do, create a new autoresponder campaign. Click right there. And then what you'll do is you'll need to go through and make sure that you create a new campaign right here to what you're going to do it on. For right now, you can leave that blank, but you can go through step by step and you can make your own autoresponder campaign. You can help me out by reminding me again in the future. I'm just trying to keep up with all the different things to request for people. But you can write at any time. There's tutorial videos on these on how to write how to make your own campaign. I suggest you watch that, and it'll take you through step by step what you need to do to make your own campaign. Also inside here, there's a training tab. It doesn't matter what you're looking to do. It'll teach you step by step how to do it. So if you love the campaign, I recommend you do it. Another thing that you could do is you could modify one of the current videos, one of the current campaigns at any time you want to. So you could come into this opportunity campaign right here. And if you wanted to add, I'll show you how easy it is to do it. To edit make sure it says to edit these pre-written email campaigns, click here. So I'll make it so they're editable. Go edit. And then right here, I can add whatever video I want. So I could type in some new text, and then I click insert video, and you can see, we'll go down to it, all these purity water systems. Asks me how I want to do it. If I just want to do a link, it's really simple. Boom, I click the link right there, and that is added. So you can modify any one of the ones you want, or you can make a new one. I'm not going to save that. But that's how you could do purity right now, Gordon. Good question. Judy writes, do they need to clean their face before they put the brightener on, then the tightener? Okay, that's a good question. Yeah, I've had quite a bit of experience now, just as we've been doing all these videos. When people do it, yes, you want them to clean their face. They should not have the makeup on. And it works so much better when their face is moisturized. So if you look at somebody and you see that their face is not exactly moisturized, then you're going to need to tell them, let's put some of this other stuff on it, moisturize it, and give it a few minutes. It'll work so much better. This gal either has the right skin for it, or she used moisturizer for it. But yeah, you're going to have them take their makeup off to really get the effect. But you look at it, what this did, I love this picture because you see around her lips, you see around what Woodson Gardner calls the parentheses around her eyes, even her forehead. Amazing what this did for this woman. And I think it's because she had nice moisturized skin. So it helps tremendously to be able to do it. So yes, they do need to clean their face of the makeup and make sure that they're moisturized. Connie writes, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm even more excited. How do we get your awesome presentation? You guys let me know if you like that, and it looks like enough of them. Let's see. When are the videos from Nashville released? All right, from those, Derek, what I always did is I just sent them on to ARIIX, and ARIIX decides what they want to do with them. But one of the videos that we did do this week that was really cool was just the reactions video from Nashville, just seeing what people did. And we're not going to release every single one of them just because I'm not in charge, but I sent those on and they're deciding what to do with them. But this was taken in Nashville. And one of the cooler things we did for Nashville was just, you guys saw that I had the microphone above people. The responses, the tears, the excitement, it was cool. It was really cool. So Derek, that's up to ARIIX. That's not up to me. All right. Instead of our income system going to thank you page after landing page, how can I set it so it redirects to my ARIIX replicated site so they can order if they want to? Okay, so the thank you page with that, you can on your thank you page be able to put some things in there, but what I recommend that you do, so Connie asks on that one, change your autoresponder, Connie. So this depends on which one they're going into. This is the opportunity one. So let's go to the Jove one right here, Jove. What you would do is in your email, the email you would tell them right here, go to my buy now page. One of the things that you guys see where it says get it now? It's on there. You can take that and you can move it to wherever you want. So if you want to move it up further, you can do it. And that way, every email has a get it now right there on it. There, I don't have as much control on the thank you page, but your email campaign can tell them right away what they can do, okay? Is this presentation going to be able to, Paula, I'll check into it, okay? PowerPoint, please. Yes, I would like to use it. Marcus, thank you. Alan, yes. Mary, yes. Kimberly, you are great at this. Thank you for taking the time to do it. You're welcome, Kimberly. Great PowerPoint. I would use it if it's available. Thanks, John. I'll check into it. Marcus, love a copy. All right. Of the two systems, which one do you recommend of the two? If only could do one. Don, that's a good question. First of all, I never want to put people in a bad scenario. But I also do recommend that you look at your budget because I use them both, and that's why I created the other one. You just have to ask, are you going to text more or are you going to put people into the income system? Both of them have their advantages. The texting app, what's cool about the texting app is that it is so simple. It's just so simple. It's just put their number in and they send it on. The problem with the texting app is you can't see if they watched your video. The income system, there's so much power. I can't even tell you guys how much power there is in knowing if someone watched it. That's why I use them both together. So it's really just a matter of preference, Don. Are you for ease of use or do you want the information? I like both, and that's why I created both of them. So it's really the question of that's what you'll have to ask yourself, okay? So you may think that that was a politician's answer. I'm sorry, but that's realistically how I go about it, okay? Has a campaign in the AIS for ARIIX been changed? Okay, Mary, that's a good question. What you need to do if you had changed your thing, it has changed. But if you made changes to your own autoresponder campaign, it will keep your past changes. So you have to go into it, go to Sales Tools, Autoresponder Email Campaigns, ARIIX Opportunity, and right here, see where it says, if you'd like to use the pre-written autoresponder messages, click here and your custom messages will be erased and the pre-written messages will be reloaded for the campaign. That way, the new ones will be loaded because yes, we completely retooled it. I made it much more with these sales language that these top internet marketers are using. And that's how you get the new ones put back in. You have to erase the changes that you made. Hopefully that helps. All right. Want it in Vancouver. All right, you Canadians, love you guys. Get your upline to call me. Tell him I love him. Tell him I'll help him. And if it's not just Stefan, then whoever else is in your upline, call me and let's get more of the Canadians to respond to it before I invest more money per month into it, okay? So just please let me know on that. Judy, I want the presentation. Judy, you are actually personally enrolled by me, so I can give it to you. So get a hold of me, okay? Arlene, I'd like to, okay. Yes, Canada needs this. So thankful for your hard work and money. Guys, thank you so much. The Canadians, it looks like there's far more Canadians on here than I thought. Have your upline call me. Let's get the guys that can bring a lot of the people on and let's do it. Would love a copy, Gordon. Thank you. Connie, in addition to create our own autoresponder emails, can we create our own lead capture pages? Connie, good question. All right. One of the things that you guys can do is at any time, absolutely, positively, you can create your own things, but you have to do it outside the system. There's many different ways that you can do it. If you are a novice, please understand that this may blow you out. There is, let me see, there's a whole bunch of different things that can be integrated into it. And now I've been doing a whole bunch and maybe I've been talking too much this morning. You can create them using something in the system. Let me show you. That's called a custom web form. Okay, you can create a custom web form that you can make unlimited lead capture pages. Unlimited. And the way that you do that, watch the tutorial video on here. But the web form is super simple. What it does is it creates this little web form for you, and you can decide what you want. All you have to do is copy and paste the code that it gave you, and then you can put it into your own website. I opened up arixplus.net, yeah, and you can see that I have a thing in here. This may scare some people, but all you have to do, so if you were to do a new post on here, this is WordPress. So if anybody is confused about that, so let me just edit this one. This is a one that's not showing up. All I have to do right here, go to text mode, and I copy that into it, and boom, that is a type of a lead page that I can send people to. It'll automatically create this, because it created the code for you. It'll automatically create this. They hit submit, and boom, it'll put them into your system. That in itself is a whole different class, but yes, Connie, you have the ability with the system to integrate with the top Russell Brunson system. I have it and I use it. Click. Oh, it is. It's just ClickFunnels. Jeez. ClickFunnels.com. The income system will integrate with ClickFunnels. It will work with Optimize Press. You can do unlimited, and you can control them 100% on your own. So that's a class in itself, and it's even possibly we do a advanced training where you guys come to Las Vegas and we do some of those. I've been talking about that for a while, but absolutely. Looks like Marcus writes Sue Yellington, so that must be a Canadian one. You guys get your Canadian uplines that call me. Let's get some Canadian stuff going with this. And I know we've had some UK people. I get some UK people to really be interested in this, and I can do some of that as well. I know my Dutch guys have expressed interest in it as well. Europe is a little bit more difficult than Canada for me, but I've just been trying to make sure they're all online. The income system works everywhere. It works everywhere, and it just works. And you guys remember on the income system, remember that use the apps. Use the app right there. Add people right in front of them. You can add them to the system right in front of them. It is so easy to use. So thanks, Marcus. Great picture. I assume you're probably writing about my. I'm so proud of this picture, by the way. I was inspired by Seinfeld when Kramer was a roast turkey. But as I was going through this, I said to my guys, like, dude, make me a turkey, man. And this came back, and I just laughed the heck. I was laughing like crazy. But realistically, that's what's happening. I've been doing tons of reading on glycation, and we're literally baking ourselves from the inside out. It's pretty crazy. All right. Mary wrote, I don't have the opportunity. I still have the old one, how to correct the situation. Hopefully, Mary, you saw how I corrected it. You just go through and you go to the pre-written ones, and it'll help you do it. Juliet and Johan write, I like that. Okay, I'll check on it. Don wrote, thanks. I'm not sure what that was thanks for, but you're welcome. Mary wrote, you are the best at being Thank you, Mary. If you guys don't know Mary, everybody needs to know Mary. She's the greatest. I'd love a copy, says Derek. Okay. John writes, are we allowed to have our own websites? You are, but I'd also tell you whenever you make your website that you also want to talk to ARIIX about it and the compliance. The bigger we get, the more likely they'll start to crack down on them. And so I would truly recommend that you talk to ARIIX. My personal sites that I have, and you guys are welcome at any time to go to my sites. I haven't been doing as much of this, but you got to watch some of these videos, these podcasts for these top network marketers I put on here. So I've got Networking Star. I've got to update it. I've neglected it. This is even a kind of fun one on the blog where I put these little kids saying ridiculous things. But you'll see as I catch up with all the different things, Networking Star is going to be my main platform for me to be able to do blogging and things of that nature. And then Jeffery Boyle, I also put a lot of my things. But you'll see that I have not written since October 1st because all I've been doing is creating this stuff for us. So it's definitely taking away my time. So, but I don't put the ARIIX things on there. I'm careful how I go about it, but yeah, you can have your own. But if you put ARIIX things, I would definitely go through compliance to make sure that you're compliant. Connie, Would love advanced training. Oh boy, she's gonna make me blush, but it's so nice that she wrote. I'll let everybody hear it. You are brilliant. Thank you for being so generous, so for sharing so generously with us. The system will explode everybody's business. Thank you, Connie. Guys, the time is now to build your business. Time is now to growing it big. Thank you, Mary. Mary wrote nice things. Ditto to Connie. Guys, this is going to blow your business up when you just learn to do basic things. I'm going to break a rule, and you guys are going to see that I'm in my casual clothes and my office is a mess, but I'm actually going to turn on my webcam here. I'm going to show you basically, I assume it'll show up here. Yep, there I am. I've been making these this week. I ordered a whole bunch of extra product, and they're just basically what's in the different things. I saw someone do it with ARIIX. I'm investing heavily into my business right now, and I spent $2,000 as much as they let me order on the product. I went out because ARIIX was back ordered on shirts. I went out and back ordered shirts. I bought. I could grab you guys. I bought. I won't bring them all, but I have just tons of these shaker bottles. I bought as much as they would let me buy of these brochures. I've bought extra. Now I'm just making a mess, but I could move my whole iMac over here and show you all the stuff that I have over here. I've got a whole bunch of extra product, but here's what you need to understand, guys. These little magic, wonderful, high quality vitamins that you have are so vital to people truly being able to do better with with the Jove. Jove is the tightener is a temporary, which has long-term effects, but help them from the inside out. Get them to understand what our nutritionals do. And here's another thing that Deanna says all the time. Let me get it for you. The Beauty Boost. Guys, the Beauty Boost. If you look in the opportunity campaign, we talk about the formula for looking younger. It's in the Jove one too. Is that it is the combination of Vinali and the Beauty Boost and all these different things with it. This is a cool thing too. So I've been buying everything, and I'm taking a shaker bottle with me. I'm going out of the country next week, and I bought like $400 of swag, as that's as much as I could fit in my suitcase with slenderized bottles and as much as I can, because I am investing heavily into my future and into my kids' future. And what I just showed was I just made a business card. I'll show you guys the business card. I'll show you guys heck everything I do. I don't care. Let me pull this up really quick. I just ordered a business card at Kinko's, and they're really cheap, $40 worth of them, and it's just a Nutrify business card is what I call it. And on it, I just have a short explanation of what is in, of what each of these do. And then I'm making baggies. I bought $8 worth. I bought hundreds of these little baggies for $8 on Amazon, and then I'm putting a business card into it, and I'm gonna have these in my car and my wallet. And then when people ask me about it, boom, I'm gonna send I'll put a QR code on there so they can do it, and they'll send it out to them. Advanced training, guys, advanced marketing is putting all of these things together in a simple way. You understanding how to do them and how to make them work. And guys, it is this little baggie. I'm starting to get a bunch of questions now. I thought I added a whole new what size of the baggies. I bought ones that are a little bit bigger than a business card on Amazon.com. It cost me $8 with shipping. It's nothing. And I bought a whole bunch of them. What did cost me was this. All of the different products that I'll put into them. But this is an investment in me. This is an investment in my groups. And I'm just going to hand them out. I am into detoxing people's lives. I am into detoxing myself. I'm into having better health. And to be able to do this, I need to be able to have the things to be able to do. The people that ask me, what should I get or what should I invest? I'd say, guys, invest in your future. This has everything but MOA in it. I would wish they'd make MOA packs, but uh, everything but MOA is in it. That wasn't cheap, but it's very inexpensive compared to how much an optimized leg pays. So that's an example of something that I'm doing. I just believe in getting things out there. So the next one, explain the pack of items you just showed. How did you package of this is available through ARIIX? It's not available through ARIIX because I have to pull them out. And yes, I'll put gloves on when I do it, but I wouldn't do the ARIIX can't do these in mass, so I'll just do them myself. Okay. So what it is, as you can see on my screen, the NutriBiz card that I have right there, and it's just a really simple design that I did with it that explained it. So are you selling those business card bags? Look at that! I just opened a whole new can of worms, didn't I? I'm not, but I can show you guys how. I just showed you how to do it. I just went to Kinko's, cost me $40 for 250 cards, and then I bought $8 worth of bags, and then I ordered every one of the Nutrify line, and this is what I'm going to give away to every single one of the leaders in this country that I'm going to on Tuesday. So pretty cool. Next one. Look at that. Just keep adding. All right. What did you just show? What are the contents? Where did you get the packaging? Well, hopefully I answered that for you, Mary. I just saw this. This was in the leaders area at an ARIIX event, and I thought, hey, that's cool. So I just made my own. This is the card, and on Amazon.com, I just ordered $8 worth of little mini baggies, and then I'll just put one of each of the Nutrify products into it. A little bit more. I also like to get people to have an immediate effect. I have a tough time taking the Rejuvenex because I can't sleep if I take it. But there's a lot of people who drink coffee that I say, well, take 6 of those, or not 6, sorry, take 2 to 4 of those, and you want to have someone have an immediate effect. Boom, have them take some of those. So it's just the Nutrify line right in there, Mary. Next one, Kimberly, thank you. You put Restorix. What did I put? Restorix in it? No, I didn't put Restore. Oh, I didn't put Restorix in that. That would be a little powdery bag as well. I didn't do that. Other side of the card. No, I don't have anything else on the other side of the card. But what was stupid is I should have put one of my QR codes on it. And the QR codes, if you remember, are just this. I should have put that on the other side because they're very popular. People can just flash them with their phone, and then they can do that. So I should have put something on their side. You're awesome. Thank you, Derek. I use the samples too, but this is a very cool way to do it. Does the pack have Restorix in it? And if it is, how do you package? I can't do Restorix or MOA. I guess I could put MOA in there, but that would be kind of dangerous. So take MOA with you and give people a sample. But MOA is tough. Are there one dose of each? It's really up to you guys. This is something I've done on my own, and so I'm careful with that. Magnecal D has vitamin K, which is super important because it's been proven that people have been diagnosed with cancer have non-existent vitamin D. If you take vitamin D, you also need vitamin K. Magna D, actually, Judy, Magnecal D is awesome too for people who exercise. And because I had a super traumatic accident with my leg, I need to make sure that I have. It actually helps me a lot. I believe with my recovery with that. I think you're right. Magnecal is one of my favorite products. That would be a pretty good trick. I don't know what trick you're talking about. Oh, probably the MOA in there. Guys, one of the things that you'll see is that I am just consistent with this business. I do it. I get frustrated just like everybody else. I get flustered just like everybody else. I have my 3-year-old enter the room just like everybody else. So I guess not everybody has a 3-year-old anymore. But what it comes down to is you want to make this work, you want to build it big, then absolutely, positively, you guys can make this work. Questions come in. Mary, do you instruct people how to take contents of the package? Yeah, it is really cool. You see these at gas stations and things like that, little product packs. is really when you give people a something for free, they expect to give you something back. If you hand this to somebody, if you just start, it's a great conversation starter with it. It's better than a business card. My business cards that I bought are metal ones, so people won't forget them, and they cost me $2 a piece. Well, this is cheaper for me to produce these kind of things, and then I can put the ingredients in it, and it helps me sell it. And if I encourage them, the people who don't mind some type of stimulant to take the Rejuvenex, man, they fill it pretty quick. So, Mary, yes, I'd talk to him about it. Mo travels well frozen. I'll keep that in mind. How do you get the QR code? Ronnie, the way that you get the QR code is that if you have the Pro or Premier package with the texting, when you type it in, you just click this little button, boom, and it opens up and creates the QR code for you right there. So it makes it for you, Ronnie. All right. How can you use Pillbox for the RestoreX help? Now you guys are coming up with your own things. You guys can try some of these, and I think that's the power of these calls, is that we are giving each other ideas. And yeah, you can try some of those things as well if you like. Would you please show that card on the screen again with the short descriptions of the products? Yeah, and what I did is I just took these from the ARIIX websites. So I would just do it really quick. Right here they have the website says comprehensive spectrum of vitamins and antioxidants. I put complete because comprehensive made everything mess up because I had to have it on 2 different lines. But all this other stuff is just taken actually right off the fronts of the bottles. That way I'm not going to get in trouble, which I recommend you guys keep in mind, that you do things that ARIIX already has, that their attorneys have already approved, so you don't get in trouble. Guys, it's the first time I've shown my face on these calls, so hopefully I didn't scare anybody off too much. We're rocking. I am absolutely positively 100% engaged in this. I hope these are helping you guys out. I hope this is helping your business, and I'll talk to everybody soon. Thanks a lot for being on the call, guys.